Are you someone who wants a high-performing team, but sometimes feels like it's a minefield or too complex and a little bit out of reach? You are not alone. And in fact, it feels that way because there are so many factors contributing to what I call the high-performance challenge. First, and I've spoken about this a little on previous videos, there are varying definitions of what is high performance. Leaders are typically challenged to define high performance or define it completely differently with different characteristics across teams or roles or even industries. And that leads most to focus on the numbers or the outcomes. While important, the focus on the performance is the lagging indicator of all of the performing that took place, the actions and behaviors on the way to the final performance. Which leads me to the second challenge, and it's actually measuring the performing, right? These are the behaviors and the actions that are taking place. However, there hasn't previously been a really clean way of measuring these factors. Next, we experience limited managerial observation, right? Busy leaders are lucky to get 30 minutes or an hour with a team member on a weekly basis, and that's in between their own workload and meetings. And so performance is very subjective, not only to one person, but also a person that's having very limited view into what's happening in the doing or the performing. There are also unaddressed team dynamics that are at play, and we've all seen these before, right under the leader's nose, that they have no idea about, right? This is oftentimes that dysfunction that really needs to be addressed, but no one is addressing the elephant in the room or can pinpoint the true challenge. Of course, it's hard to address something that we're not privy to, and yet in many organizations, it's the leader that takes the responsibility of what's happening in that team. If they're not aware of the conversations that happen after hours or on text messages or drinks on Friday at social events, that when people discuss the dysfunction, they can't address it. Also, the way that many feedback surveys are created, they make this activity a little fear-inducing, as many leaders are fearful of being exposed. And we really need to flip the script on this. The data captured in so many company-wide surveys never get to the team dynamics and what is happening on the ground level for teams. And lastly, people are looking for a silver bullet rather than considering an ongoing and continuous improvement cycle. By understanding where you are today, your starting point, and to begin to take actions and continue refining, that's the quickest way to get to high performance. If any of this resonated with you and you're ready to make a big difference in your team, I'd love to share with you how we are solving these challenges that contribute to the high performance challenge. Drop me a note and let's chat.